This is one that I have got questions about for the last 3 years. This is a company that's been around for decades and they have a hell of a portfolio. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the study. Going to be talking about Pfizer stock, ticker symbol PFE. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I'm really excited to share with you guys my thoughts on this stock. This is one that I have got questions about for the last 3 years. Yes, the last 3 years. I didn't think I would touch this stock, but I've actually bought some recently. It's pretty fascinating, really, the circumstances and the story here with this company. And I'm going to touch on the good, the bad, and the concerning ugly parts on that. Before I jump into that though, I have to ask you one quick favor. Make sure to tap that like button. That helps me out a ton and it is greatly appreciated. So let's dive into the chart right now. So you have this 3-year chart, weekly candles. You could see that Pfizer stock trades at a high at $61.71. This is at the height of the COVID wave, the pandemic. So many of you know that Pfizer and Moderna are the companies leading the charge with their vaccine products to help protect against COVID and the outbreak. So the company definitely took advantage of this and capitalized. As you could see from these buildups, and over time, the company was consolidating in this range here over the long period of time. And it was very interesting because you see this pattern, and then eventually a stock then enters a sell-off, things start winding down, things are starting to come back to normal. But I can tell you one thing, though, about this vaccine that they have and this therapy called Paxlovid. It is still being used quite commonly in a very wide use of applications. And we even have recommendations and guidelines coming out from healthcare entities that are saying, hey, Paxlovid is the way to go if we have people that are getting sick or illness with COVID. And we are starting to see that. I can tell you that from firsthand experience because I do work in healthcare and I'm starting to see this trend, and it's quite interesting. I do see the Moderna vaccine in the mix as well. And you have this company that's pouring R&D into not just the COVID product pipeline, but also a bunch of other projects, which I will tell you right now is going to be the first bullish point that I have on this company. And it's that they have a whole collection of drugs that are getting ready to enter phase 3. So phase 3 and beyond. So getting ready to enter that post-marketing phase. And what that means is that if they are able to get these FDA approvals lined up, they're going to have a whole new lineup entering the market, and they're going to be able to easily get this stock chart looking a little bit more like around this range that it was trading in the previous years. And the cool thing about this chart is that on a technical point of view, you could see that we have entered this level here that I'm highlighting. And you will notice that, look at this volume right here. I'm trying to highlight it, but I'm having some technical difficulties there. Look at the volume here, elevated volume. There we go, got that showing up. And you can see that this is a strong buying support, demand level, and really just a great spot to get into my second point here, a blue chip stock company. This is a company that's been around for decades and they have a hell of a portfolio, and they are not going away anytime soon. This is your chance those people have been asking me for years about getting into this stock and I was just not interested. Well, look at where we are right now in the stock price. I am interested. I started a position. I am going to keep an eye on it, and I am going to probably accumulate more shares because I have just started with a small starter position here. So if the stock price does happen to dip below, I can easily expect or anticipate further stock buys to go into this company. It is a great blue chip, great pharmaceutical, one of the big OG pharma companies that you can get your hands on and have your money working for you to have it parked here. Is it going to be an exciting stock to own and grow massively? Nah, I don't think so. But this is a company that you can definitely park your money in and know that it's going to be steady and safe. And you know what's really great about this too? Like, looking at the valuation, you're looking at a price to earnings ratio in the 9s. If you're going to go to the S&P 500, you're looking at well above 20, 25 with all the big mega cap tech. So this is just a great way to get exposure to healthcare as well. And I love this PE ratio. I'm very big on that. This 9 range, I'm very happy with that because here's the next point that I will present to you guys. 4.4 on a dividend yield. That is pretty darn good. I'm going to get a 4.4% yield on my investment, having my money parked here and having ownership in a great pharmaceutical blue chip company. Oh man, that is phenomenal. That gets me really excited. Crazy, crazy of love. Especially in a challenging stock market right now where we have a lot of macroeconomic forces at play. This is such a great way to just have your money parked and have it working for you and receive that dividend yield on top. So what exactly does this company do, and what is it going to look like with your money parked here and make sure that you can sleep at night? Well, we touched a little bit already on it. The primary care component is very big, and they have these cardiovascular drugs that are very popular. They have, again, just a very long, very well complete portfolio that Pfizer has. And this chunk is also part of the COVID lineup. It's also part of Paxlovid, the treatment, and it's also part of Eliquis as well, which is very interesting because Eliquis was actually one of the 10 drugs that was mentioned by the Biden administration that is going to have some resistance and lower costs for access to Medicare. So we might see some hurdles there due to having an easier, or better yet, ease of access for these expensive drugs to older patients in the healthcare system. Then we have the specialty care lineup, which is very big, and this is high quality right here for a pharma company, because these products are going to focus on inflammation, immunology products, which we all very know well that these are big money products. And some of the popular ones that they have are Xeljanz, Enbrel, and these are just very, very, very expensive niche kind of meds. You can expect rare disease in this arena as well. And then they also have the oncology product line, which is great to have because oncology is a very big market for those of you that don't know. And you also have biosimilars, which is something that is growing and becoming an increasing trend in the space. So overall, I love all these components that drive the stock, and it is very fascinating that we could go back to the chart and see that we can own such a high quality stock at such an amazing valuation. So now, what about the negatives here? So yes, you do have a falling stock price, and that is a little bit of some concern. So that is one negative. You've seen the stock that hasn't really done a whole lot when you zoom out on the time frame. the stock has been kind of stagnant. So it is not really. I'm gonna say this again. This is a very boring stock to own. It is not going to go to the sky and beyond or rocket ship or any of that crazy stuff that you see a lot on YouTube and Instagram and all that. This is going to be one of those investments that is going to be very comfortable to have your money parked in and have it working for you with quality products and overall just ensuring that your money is secured. You'll get some equity maybe, built on it. And if not, the worst thing that can happen is if you are down 5% or 4%, or even 10%, you are still getting that 4.5, I believe, or 4.4% dividend yield to help cover those losses for you. So yes, the stock performance has been pretty rough for this company, but the risk to reward here is impressive. It is a delicious, like, great appetite, really, for those that want to try to get into a stock with a very low risk to high reward. Oh, this is it right here. And then the other negative is the pressure that Eliquis is a very big selling drug that brings in a lot of revenue for this company, and it's going to be really interesting how that impacts the company with the pressures that are being put by the Biden administration. So I will love to see what's going to happen there. On that note, though, guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to write to me. Leave a comment. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you like this kind of content. Share with a friend. And if you want to learn more and follow me and my trades, I do have Trade Study Vision where you can see everything that is happening. I explain my rationale there. You can check it out at tradestudy.com. And I will see you in the next one.